Have a question for me or next week's guru? Post it below. What's up, Paranormal Addicts? I'm Londa Graff, and welcome to the Beyond Natural. This week we've got some great clips from Case 9 and a guru interview on sensitives. Now, the clients for Case 9 came to STPI because they were experiencing footsteps in the hallway, voices, and the feeling of being watched in their computer room. Like somebody's watching me. Before we get into the clips, I wanted to bring your attention back to our investigation method, or IM. I mentioned before that we usually like to investigate with no more than 3 people in a house at any given time. Well, this case was an anomaly because the client requested to stay in her home during the investigation. Just to point out that while STPI prefers locations to be client and animal free during the investigation, we understand that not everyone can pick up and leave for the night. That being said, we're willing to work with our clients in these rare cases. We want to help, and if helping means altering our investigation format to assist our client, then that's what we do. Bottom line, situations don't always go as planned, just as spirits don't always present themselves during an investigation. To be successful, you have to be willing to go with the flow, while still planning appropriately so that whenever changes occur, your investigation is still successful. On another note, I would like to express that everything stated on the Beyond Natural is based on STPI's theories and is not fact. There are dozens of theories and beliefs on the paranormal. Everything we bring you on TBN is the opinion of our team, gurus and sponsors excluded. Our gurus express their own opinions and beliefs, and we enjoy bringing you information on different theories and methods. Now, this is to help those wanting to establish a paranormal investigation team or those already on a team that want to compare notes or gain new information. As they say, learn something new every day. Now back to Case 9. Our first clip is of Sarah and Sherry in a guest bedroom of the home. Take a look.
I was hoping there's someone with us. Why don't you try to touch us?
Did you hear whispering?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Just because I got like really creepy.
I kind of feel creeped out because it kind of sounded like it said Sherry.
I know, it was like creepy whispering. No, that really creeped me out. Oh, that like was really creepy. I don't like this closet anymore.
Is that you? Whispering. Well, was that you answering our question, letting us know you're here?
Yeah. Just thought maybe.
We're just excited.
Is that you trying to freak us out and let us know you were here?
A little late.
Also, if we did just hear you whispering, that was awesome. If you could do that some more, that would be great.
Woo! Whispers in the dark? Spooky. Now, Sarah and Sherry are genuinely freaked out. You notice how Sarah kind of tensed up and her facial expression changed as she heard the whisper. This closet was a focal point of some action that night, and Sarah did hear whispering later on in the evening as well. Unfortunately, our cameras and audio equipment did not pick it up. Now, the next clip is of Sarah and Sherry. Again, they are in front of the closet.
No. Sherry.
86, 88.
Did you touch that?
No.
Is your elbow?
No.
No, that one no.
Nope, I'm not close enough.
The hangers just moved.
Yeah, that was weird.
Because if, oh yeah, you may have touched that sleeve there.
Yeah, we'll have to look back on the
Yeah.
footage and see if we can tell. To my knowledge, I didn't, but I can't really. I can kind of feel that, so I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, I can feel that, but yeah, we'll have to look at that and see if that was me.
What I want to point out with this clip is that the hangers did move, but at the angle of the camera and the fact that it's dark, you really can't tell if Sarah moved them or not. Now, if I had to guess, I would say she did. though I applaud both of them. Sherry for the eye for detail, and Sarah for not immediately jumping to the paranormal conclusion, but wanting to point out the occurrence for the review team so they could take a closer look. Our next clip involves Mike. He is on his own at the moment in the computer room. Take a look.
Is that you in here with me right now? Hopefully we got your moccasin sounds on the hardwood floor. 'Cause I hear you. Well, if that's just the dogs moving around the towel. But I'm pretty sure I heard you. Can you do that again?
The footsteps was one of the claims our clients had. Now it's important for me to mention that there were dogs in the home, but they were kennelled during our investigation. And I didn't hear any clicking of little nails with paws on the wood floors in that clip. Did you? The final highlight clip is when Chris was on his own in the house. Check it out.
Alright. Experiencing a cold chill. Pretty sure it's not just me. It's that tingly feeling crap. Kind of like the physical manifestation of fear. For the record, a theory of mine is when your hair stands on the back of your neck, you get a cold chill, a sense of wrongness when something is pulling energy directly from you, which would naturally give you a sense of wrongness. It's taking something from you that is yours.
You know. Yeah. Chris is getting an odd feeling, and he explains the personal experience extremely well. I have to give Chris props. It's good to point out that when you are on your own, the camera and your voice are your best friends. You have to document everything you're feeling and experiencing. While it may not seem important, audio and DVR footage could reveal something you missed during the alone time. Speaking of that, we'll talk evidence in a little while. And now, the guest guru of the week. This week's guest guru is Paul, a spirit advisor for Bellwood Paranormal. Welcome to the Beyond Natural, Paul. How's the springtime where you're at?
I'm doing great tonight. How you doing?
Oh, doing wonderful. Just wish it would stop raining.
Yeah, I wish it would stop raining over here again.
Don't worry, it'll be coming your way, I promise.
Okay, cool.
Well, so I know you're here tonight to talk to us about the topic of sensitives. And so one of our first questions we've got for you is, what are the benefits to having a sensitive on a paranormal investigation team?
So one of the benefits is having somebody who's able to reach up in that spiritual world to confirm if there's any activity or not. I mean, so far being in, in a Bellwood Paranormal, I've got the ability to confirm a lot of the things and being able to, put at ease with the client's presence or in their house.
So it allows you to kind of reach out to what's going on there a little bit more and give clients a little bit more sense of security. Okay, well, so with sensitives then, when you're going to bring a sensitive onto a paranormal team or you're considering it, should they be tested and kind of how would you go about testing them?
Well, one thing about us in the Bellwood Paranormal, our founder, Rich Higgins, he does not tell me nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's kind of like a blind man walking into a house, basically. And then as soon as I go there, I go there with one of the assistants of his, and we just kind of do like a walkthrough. And then from there, I start to pick up certain things. And then when we're ready to start the investigation, that's when I kind of go in and do what I do, and so far, it's been amazing. But what I would recommend for anybody is if they're really into this, definitely tell your leaders, or maybe like 3 times, just by going to different locations, at least 3 different locations, not knowing anything. If they confirm everything 3 times, then that's great,
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work, but sometimes it does. But at least it gives that person more credibility than some of these people that are outside.
And so by confirming, you mean like confirm the claims that the homeowner is experiencing as well?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the claims and everything, and making sure that the person is legit, It's not like somebody pre-told them something, and then they kind of go around. We don't do anything like that.
Completely
And
understood.
so far I've got a good history with it,
So seeing, you mentioned success about that. What type of sensitive do you classify yourself as then, or what is your ability?
But when I am someone like a theologian and practitioner, if you want to call it, I'm a little bit of everything, because I can be a sensitive, but then I can go being a theologian and aspects of if there is a spiritual activity in the house, I know how to identify it, and plus give the client some understanding if there is a object or something in the house that it should not be there in a spiritual sense.
Do you experience anything, maybe, I know you said you can kind of feel the spirits are communicating with you on an investigation? You see something beforehand, before you even know where you're going, or is it more when you get on the investigation?
When I get on to investigation, that's when I start picking up. I mean, by our first investigation that I had, I knew it was saying something, like poker a few times, even before I went to the investigation. And then at the end of the investigation, the clients came home and told me that, they used to play poker back in the day.
Huh. This is
So,
different little
it's
things.
pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, they have those.
Not knowing, but it's like not knowing anything, but like slowly, pieces will start to come to me.
Very interesting, very interesting. I can't imagine, like I said, I've never experienced anything like that, so I have to say it also must feel pretty cool to get something confirmed like that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well then, speaking of, with sensitives and that kind of topic, there's a lot of scams, and you have the magic of television out there, and, sometimes sensitives are looked at with a lot of skepticism, so...
Kind of like, a little bit of everything. For me, I stay away from all of that, and I try to be truthful as I am. That's why I don't call myself a psychic or a medium or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be me than having some sort of scam or something, I'm somewhat against all that, yeah, definitely.
And what...
Because like with the psychic, you get into all the different practices. Like they may want to use a device, or they might want to use objects, during their investigations or during their sessions. Things like the Ouija board, which everybody would be completely against.
Mm-hmm.
Or mirror glazing or anything like that. I stay away from all of that.
Okay.
I allow the spirit to come to me to confirm if they want to talk to me or whatnot.
Okay, well then speaking of that, can you be born without a sensitive ability and then get one later on in your life?
Well, actually, I think anybody could be a sensitive. It's how you've been spiritually awakened.
Okay.
I know people with near-death experiences, they tend to cross over to the other side, and then when they come back, their spiritual awakening has opened up, and then they sometimes they call themselves the psychic because they're able to do all this other stuff. Or other people are just, who has the ability, but they want to hide it because they feel it's like, like a mutant thing to them.
Got it.
With me, I'm very comfortable, and I've been having this gift for the last 20 years now,
Yeah. So did you notice it, is it something that you've grown into, or is it just something that you've just always naturally been comfortable with?
I've always been absolutely comfortable with it, for the last 20 years. I mean, it's gotten stronger in the last 3 to 4 years now.
That's about all the questions we have for you today. So, do you have anything that you would like to add?
Come and check out Bedwood Paranormal Investigation, on the website, and feel free to browse our pictures, our videos, information, even if you go on Facebook, because we're always willing to help other people and stuff,
Yeah. Awesome. Well, it was great having you on the Beyond Natural today, Paul, and hopefully we'll get to be able to talk to you again in the future.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'd like to thank Paul for taking the time to talk to us today, and we hope to have him on again in the future. Now, on to the evidence, and let the crickets chirp. We have for you 3 pictures, and that's about it. Honestly, there were some EVPs on the audio, but to be fair, there were other people in the home during this investigation. We can't present our EVPs as evidence, seeing that contamination levels were high throughout the night. That being said, let's move on to the pictures. To set this up, all 3 photos were taken in the master bedroom. You will see Sarah and Sherry in the pics. Mike is on camera and he's the one snapping the photos. Now here is the first picture. There's an overall view, then a close-up of what we want to show you. We're looking at the image in the mirror above the lotion bottle. Here you go.
This.
Don't know about you, but we saw a head with all the appropriate facial features. The first close-up shows the head with what looks like a hand shoved into its mouth. Now on the next picture, look at the same spot. The image is similar, but there is a change. Okay, the second set revealed the same head, but this time the hand is partially out of the mouth with the fingers remaining. Little creepy. Now before I show you the final picture, let me clarify. The other objects you see underneath the head are the footboard of the bed and the cover on it. This means that whatever is in the image was on the other side of the bed. Now, the next pic.
Weird because they know you're around.
It's also important to mention that Mike commented that the only movements he made were the angle of the camera as he snapped the photos. Of course, again, we can't say this is paranormal, but a strange occurrence nonetheless. There is also a plant in the picture, but we took a close look at this and did not find anything on or around the plant that could recreate the image. Well, that wraps up this week's episode. Next week we'll be talking with Grayson, United Paranormal International's National Director. Our topic, paranormal tech. I'll also be looking at Case 11, Highlights and Evidence. Till next week, keep it safe. Think you or someone you know is a guru and want to be interviewed for our show? Message us here on YouTube. 8675309. 8675309. Sorry, that was random. Okay, buddy, what's it called? Fast test lighting.